In this video, we will release our glutes that can cause some of the lower back tension and even pain using spiky sphere balls. We will be using both of our spiky balls, and we'll place them first in the top part of our glutes. And we're going to find the triangle of the sacrum and go to the sides right over here. So go ahead and place the balls down. Relax the weight of your body into it. So the first thing, just keep your arms by your sides. Take a nice big inhale and exhale, and feel your muscles releasing, especially your glutes. So try to not grip your butt over here. Don't tighten up. You want to release those muscles. Even if you tend to keep your glutes contracted, breathe deeply and focus on releasing this area. So in order to help with that, you can gently start swinging your legs side to side. And as you're doing that, you're also starting to apply the pressure into our muscle fibers over here. Good. Now we're going to start working with one leg. Whichever one you want to work with first, go ahead and bring this up. And you're going to march. You're going to bring this down and up, down and up. It's a very simple, very small motion, but it really helps us to release this area. It helps us to release, connect with our body, connect with the core muscles. Another important player in our lower back alignment, and they can cause a lot of lower back pain, is our psoas muscle. It's located deep inside our body. It attaches on the inside, so the part closest to your abdominal organs of your lower back vertebra, and goes down into the leg. So it's one of the deep hip flexors, but it also maintains the alignment over our lower back. So by doing these little exercises, we're starting to release some of the tension. Go ahead and switch to the other leg. And that muscle is starting to loosen it up, hydrating it, bringing some movement into it. But our psoas gets really tight after sitting for a long hour, so we want to strengthen it, we want to stretch it, and this is a great way to work on our glutes and our psoas at the same time. Good. So now we can bring both legs up, and in this way we're already feeling more pressure. If you feel like you need to move the balls, just move them a little bit down to the side. Start exploring the area of your glutes, and we'll start tapping. You can tap the floor or keep the leg up. Just make sure that you're not arching in your lower back like this when you're doing this. Your lower back stays in this nice neutral alignment, so you have a little bit of space underneath it. Your core activates as you're bringing the legs down. You're keeping your abs in, so they're not bulging out either. Everything stays in. You breathe. Good. One more each side. Good. Now stay here. Again, this time move the balls a little bit to the side, maybe just 1/4 of an inch. That's it. You're not pressing into your hip joints over here. We're starting to go open up like a clam. One side, and then the other. And again, one, and the other. Don't go too low. Just make sure that you keep the same, almost the same pressure on both sides of your pelvis. And those balls really kind of give you very good feedback of where your pelvis is, what your body is doing in space. Your lower back stays in the same position. Good. Now we can again open up both and bring them back. And both. And back. Both. Back. Bring it down. The leg can go straight, and we can go similar movement. This time the hip can lift off a little bit. You're going to feel a stretch on the inner thigh and bring it back. So we're working our muscles and reaching, releasing our glutes. We can do 4 or 5 of this, and then let's do the other side. Out, in. The knee can be bent if it puts too much tension, too much pressure on your hamstrings, or straight, whatever feels good to you. Okay? Now move the balls if you need, just move them out, wiggle yourself a little bit. Place the balls underneath one more time. This time we'll go kind of closer to the center part. Now imagine that your pelvis is like a seesaw. There's a kid sitting on this side near your belly button, and between your legs, kind of where your tailbone is. So you're starting to rock your seesaw. You bring tilted forward, so down between your legs, and then you tilt it back. So your tailbone comes up and your lower back lowers into the floor. And again, you go down and up. And the balls, they work as a fulcrum of the seesaw. Going up and down, you're releasing, you're putting pressure into your glutes, you're massaging those, you're releasing tension in your QL muscles and in your psoas. So it's a really good way to loosen up your lower back. Good, keep rocking. You're gonna find your neutral alignment, not too tilted forward, not too much tilted this way. So you're gonna find your center over here. And again, you can rock sideways just a little bit to make sure that you have even pressure on both sides. Now for the last thing, we're gonna bring the leg up and we're gonna finish with some leg circles. This is again a very good release for your psoas. You're gonna bring the leg out, straight and up. Very gentle movements. And on this one, you can bring the ball again a little bit to the side to access some of the parts of the piriformis as you're opening up the leg to the side. And let's go ahead and reverse our circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Stretch it out. Now if you want to get a deeper stretch for the front for your hip flexor, take a big sphere ball, a large one, place it underneath the hip and stretch it out. Let yourself relax here. Now let's do the same circles on the other side. So go ahead and go for one direction. In the other direction. If you really want to challenge the core, you can work on those circles with both legs, kind of like a frog movement, swimming movement over here. Don't stretch them out all the way because then you're sending the work into your abs, which is not good, not a bad thing, but if you're trying to release your muscles, you want to be a little bit more gentle. And then you're gonna reverse those circles. Keep the heels pointed towards each other and knees open. Good, and again, you can take a large sphere ball, place it under the other hip, stretch the leg out. If you want, you can bring the other one down or keep it here for support. And just relax it here. Hold it for as long as it feels comfortable to you. And now we'll finish with a gluteal stretch. So bring one leg up in the air, place it across your ankle, across the knee. You're gonna bring everything in, pull it in. If it's hard for you to reach, go ahead and grab a belt or a yoga strap, or maybe a long towel, and place it around your thigh and pull yourself in that way. And switch the other side again. Nice deep stretch, knee is pointing to the side, your hips stay down. Make sure that you're not bringing your hips up. Your lower back and your hips stay in the same spot. Your sacrum doesn't come off the floor. It's better to keep your legs further away but stretch your glutes rather than put that forced flexion into your lower back.